So we're connected.
Connecting. I got a starting stream. Stream health is green. I am zipping in a circle.
Okay.
In a circle.
Well, I'm going to assume that we are live.
Oh,
hello, foreigners, and all who are watching.
Yep.
I am Emily, and I'm here with Peter.
Emily.
And Peter. And we are Hello Uncle Foreigner, transmitting once again live from Luzhou, Sichuan, China. It's great to be here. And there.
And everywhere.
And everywhere. So that's it. We've got a good show for you tonight, probably. They've been good so far. Who knows what the sound is doing? We're still experimenting with that. But one day you'll hear my normal voice again. Maybe today. We are dropping a lot of frames.
I'm spinning over here, man.
Let me see if that gets better if I stop. That's immediately going down. So it looks like I cannot record and stream at the same time. Or the sky gets angry. Sky God gets angry. Okay, well, we're here. I'm gonna hit it. It's time for Uncle Foreigner. Okay, hello foreigners, wherever you are. We are in China. We are Emily and Peter. Say hello, Peter.
Uncle Foreigner.
And we are coming to you live from Luzhou, Sichuan, China. Let me just shrink my screen here so I'm not staring at myself in the face. I'm very self-conscious about that.
Of your face.
Of my face. We've got some things to talk about this week, as always.
First thing.
Well, we had some great milestones this week for the channel, which is very exciting. Number one
They were not milestones at all.
They were, yeah. They were spicy stones. We gained 6 or 7 subscribers in the past 5 days, which is a huge rate of growth for us. That's more than 1 subscriber a day, which I think we only one time had like a 12-hour period where 2 people subscribed.
Would you justify that as exploding?
Yeah, sure. We are exploding. This is our overnight success story. You're here at the beginning. Some of those, I do think the timing was time to... You put out a kind of heartfelt plea on Facebook, which I then copied to my Facebook or shared with my Facebook. So some of you joining us are people who already know us, maybe, or me or Peter. But the other big milestone is the countryside video, which from the beginning did quite well for us. Is now approaching 100 views. It has 98 as of this recording. And that's the most views we've ever had in a video. So we're extremely pleased with that. I think there's 13 comments and 10 likes. Both, I know, small numbers. We're a small channel, but it's big for us. It's big in our hearts. It's a video that meant quite a lot to us. That was a very special day. And we were still at 𝗵𝗵ci Middle School, which was like, it's a formative China years for us. You can go back and read stories from our 𝗵𝗵ci Middle School days at our blog, hellouncleforeigner.com. Start at the beginning. You can see our blog take shape as we take shape as China long-term residents.
Many shapes.
Many shapes. Triangle.
Shape.
But yeah, so that video is doing very well and continues to do well. That, we attribute the success of that to a couple of different factors. One is that it's kind of it's a niche thing that maybe people do already express interest in. Rural China, countryside China. We have a lot of niche content, but a lot of it is stuff people are not actually searching for, like online peanut butter taste test. I don't know that anybody is searching for that, although they do need to watch it. It's missing from your life if you haven't watched it yet.
You don't know until you've missed peanut butter.
But countryside is a thing that people know about, and I think is potentially a search term that people are looking for.
Quite popular.
The second thing is that Peter has just started our Reddit onslaught. He's been posting to Reddit. He's joined the community there. He's on a couple of subreddits. So if you're joining us from Reddit, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Be nice. We have thin skins. But welcome. All are welcome in the castle of Hello Uncle Foreigner.
Ooh, castle.
Yeah. I decided castle.
All right.
Yeah, we're in a turret up in the sky on the 28th floor.
Yeah, true.
So
our building is roundish.
Yeah, our building is round. We have round windows, kind of.
You can see part of it in our latest video.
Can you? Oh yeah, you can. We have a shot that's right out of our window.
Right out from the pool up to our window.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Both directions.
Yeah.
Down.
That's not
from the ground looking up and from the up.
It's not a mistake. It's called narrative.
You're a brilliant editor, Peter.
Oh my God! Look at my brain.
Brilliant. But that's a nice segue. So that's our milestones. This week's video was Luzhou is hot in the summer, as it is hot all over North America, the Northern Hemisphere right now. We are not in North America, but I hear you guys are also quite hot. So we just did a video about how people deal with the heat here in Luzhou.
It's hot all over.
It involves blow-drying babies and other good stuff. Check that one out. But I can tell you genuinely, the day we shot that, we were so hot. And sitting in the sun, that area we picked, that's on the grounds of our apartment complex. Again, we have really nice scenery on the grounds here.
Lush.
Outside whoopwu Studios. And someone, that little alcove that I chose to sit in, you can't really pick it up in either of the shots because the one is kind of far away and the other one is so filtered for that burning up effect. But someone came and put out their long beans, and so there's like little stripes of green all on the stair, the sidewalk,
whatever you were
the ledge that I was sitting on. There was just green beans drying in the sun.
Just you and the beans.
Just me and the beans. And then the other part is, I had put some sunblock on my nose to look like a zinc oxide kind of thing, but again, that doesn't come through in the video. But it also, because it's just sunblock, it doesn't work like zinc. It just melted off and dripped into my mouth, so I was eating sunblock that entire time. And the sun was so hot that the little metal clip that keeps my microphone attached to my shirt started burning into my skin because it just got like everything was so hot.
Branded for art.
Yeah. That's what I do. That's what I do for my art. I would say for you, my audience, but I don't do it for you. I do it for me, actually.
And art.
And art. That's if no one was watching, I'd still go out in the sun and make these crazy videos.
If Art was watching.
If Art was watching. Garfunkel?
Nope.
Carney?
He's not allowed. Either of them.
Oh, no, not a specific Art, just
Art. Like one painting.
One painting can watch my videos. And I saw, so at the school, we have, stairs leading up to our front door, but there's a slide down the side for the kids. And during the school year, when school gets out, the kids all slide down the slide and meet their parents and grandparents. It's very cute. But it's stone. It's made of stone. And I saw a kid this week, thought about the slide, sat down on the slide, and immediately shot up like, ah! Because it was way too hot. So Luzhou,
the whole city's shut down from heat. It's
hot. Yeah. We go outside and no one is outside. Even in the pool, I went swimming again yesterday, and
it's too hot.
The kids don't go in. Not that many kids go in the pool. I think the parents are like. I think there's a thing about soaking in water that's against Chinese medicine. But our pool is in the sun, and so the parents don't want the kids in the sun.
Teachers in a way.
And it's nice because it's also kind of shallow. It's 1.2 meters, 1.2 or 3 meters deep, so it's not very deep, and it's in the sun, so the water actually gets quite warm, which is almost not refreshing, but still refreshing. It could be like a couple of degrees cooler and it would just be like, ah.
Everyone seems to wait until the shade comes over to like 3-4 o'clock.
It doesn't get that shady though. The pool itself. Maybe at like 5 o'clock it gets shady.
There's a point though when people come back out.
Yeah, I get right after dinner maybe. Which is good for me. I'll go right after lunch and there's not too many people in it. I can hold my breath underwater from the edge to just about the halfway point, and my goal is by the end of the summer to hold my breath the whole way. So.
And the lifeguard doesn't try and stop you?
The lifeguard, I think, has decided he doesn't need. He doesn't need to deal with me.
I don't need that. I get paid for this.
Well, the fact that I get in the pool and actually swim versus standing around and splashing and throwing the yoga ball around, because we have a big yoga ball that the kids kind of bat back and forth. Like I said in the video.
You can see it in the video.
It's
purple.
I don't know that everybody knows how to swim, but I do clearly know how to swim. So I think the lifeguard is like, you're fine.
You want to be a lifeguard?
No. I deal enough with children as it is. I don't need to deal with them under threat of drowning. That seems very stressful.
They're pretty good about it though, aren't they? He's always blowing on the whistle.
That's true. They are. It's pretty orderly. I think he's got pretty free rein to kick you out if you're really behaving badly. I guess. I don't know.
I've never seen him kick anybody out, but a lot of blowing on the whistle.
Yeah, and they listen. The kids listen to him. That's what makes me think someone must have gotten kicked out or getting threatened with kicking out.
It's not just him though. It's also there's tons of grannies and there's.
Oh yeah, all the grannies are underneath the building overhang.
Just watching
and
waiting to pounce on the wrong things.
Like timing, that's enough water. Get out of there. But yeah, it's a nice pool. It's so conveniently close to our building.
Super close.
Anything else happen backstage for swimming?
That shoot. The cicadas. You can hear them singing.
Yeah, we did a lot of field recording to get the perfect cicada sound. And then in the end, you just went with what was in the background of the original shoot. Is that correct?
It was hard enough to get them to not overtake your personal mic. It was so loud. It was deafening.
Because they're that loud.
Yeah.
All the time. For
us to dampen them down took a lot of sound work, and it still is, obviously, and when you watch it.
Yeah, because I spent a couple hours one afternoon just walking around recording different cicada sounds, but
we thought we'd add them back in, but
it wasn't necessary. They were loud enough in the original take.
But you did field recording for the pool sounds at the end, and if you're listening in headphones, you can hear different voices from different parts of the headphones speaking at you in stereo like a Beatles album.
That's right. You're continuing your experiments with stereo sound.
It's like a Pink Floyd album.
It's like you're really there.
In a Pink Floyd album.
In a Pink Floyd album. And yeah, for the pool shots, that was just we bought a little action cam, not a GoPro knockoff, and it comes with a watertight casing, so you can throw it around in the pool, which I did, which was a lot of fun. And we were delighted to hear, because the instructions say that with the underwater casing on it shouldn't pick up any sound. And it doesn't pick up very far at all, but it does pick up the little lapping, like, on the case. Or if you drop it on the bottom of the pool, it'll get a little, which were nice sound effects to have.
It's true. Made for a nice opening.
And it turns out...
Not a cold opening, but a cool, refreshing opening.
It turns out, because we're a little disappointed with the video quality of our action cam, but full sun with water, so you can see like the droplets form and put it maybe even in slow-mo, that is the perfect circumstance in which to use this particular camera.
Yeah, it's not great on the action, but
it's great on water.
Great on water for some reason.
Water splashing, it really picks up well. Well, because I don't know, did you notice the difference? So I took it down to 720p, but 120 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we hadn't
really used much action at all.
Yeah.
Up to that point, so.
Yeah, I guess there's not a lot to compare it to yet.
Not yet.
But video buffs, that's what's happening with our equipment. We'll get really
cheap.
Technical. It's cheap, yeah. They shipped to China, so that was nice. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to throw a camera around when we're so careful with everything else. It's fun to have one that just is like, woohoo!
We'll need to find more liquids now to put it in.
Yeah, I'm not swimming in the river.
No. Maybe we'll do a vlog from inside a glass of tea.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say maybe we could like boil it, but that's probably not good for the camera.
No.
Yeah, so that was the filming of Summer Heat, Beat the Heat. I didn't take any video. We do blow dry the babies every afternoon, but I didn't take any video because it just felt a little too invasion of privacy.
Those babies will grow up someday.
Yeah, and they are kind of getting stripped down a little bit, and it just felt weird to introduce a camera into that situation. But if you have a baby of your own, put a blow dryer on them. That's what it looks like. It's really funny. And that wraps up behind the scenes. Did we reject any ideas this week?
Ooh.
I don't recall that we did.
No, we're saving up a lot of stories.
Yeah.
For future project?
We shifted our scheduling around, but those are unannounced, so I don't want to give too much away there. Next week is a travel video, though, so mark your calendars for Thursday. Where in the world will we take you next? Carmen? Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
What else? What do we got? Where are we off to?
How about personal weekly roundup, personal lives? Behind the scenes of Emily and Peter. I went to the gym this week. Today, ta-da! Not today. I didn't go today.
What'd you do there?
Just treadmill.
You almost hurt yourself, didn't you?
I did. I'm trying different of the programs with different inclines, and my foot was hurting, so I looked up, and I'm doing it all wrong. I have fallen prey to that beginner's mistake that you feel like you're sliding backwards, so you kick your feet out way in front of you when your foot actually should be landing underneath you, and that's probably causing some alignment issues. So Undue stress. So tomorrow, I think it's all about form. I'll practice. That's what they say. Slow it down until you can have real good form, and then feel what the really good form feels like. And speed back up.
Any thought on getting a trainer?
Yeah, I think for August, because this is my last week of summer camp, so after that, I might get a trainer to make me strong.
Exactly how strong do you want to be?
Stronger than this. I don't really have any goals. I should get skinny. That's what it is.
You've got trainers with yoga, right?
Well, there's a teacher for yoga. But they also have one-on-one trainers. I'm not sure how much it costs, but I don't think it can be that expensive. I mean, it's probably expensive, but not on a foreigner salary. It's probably somewhat affordable. Not bragging. I'm just saying.
It's probably pricey for Lou Joe prices. We were kind of surprised initially at the gym, right?
Yeah, well, the first price that she quoted us,
Taiguela.
Yeah, it was like $3,000 for 1 year, I think. But that was like 2 years ago that we inquired about that, and now what I paid was $1,540 for 1 year.
You got a group rate or something?
Yeah. It usually costs $2,000, but if you sign up with a friend, they'll knock almost $500 off. So it's a good deal.
That's significant.
Yeah. Well, and then they keep like trying to sell you, and if you sign up for a couple years,
that's like 6%.
I don't know if I'll be here or that gym will be here in a couple of years.
It's already disappeared once.
Let's take it a year at a time. Yeah. You always hope for the best, but businesses don't always have incredible longevity.
Fly by night.
Around here. They're not. This gym is not fly by night, but some gyms are. Here. In Lujo. I have no specific accusations, but I think, you know.
It's a new industry in town.
Yeah. Newish.
Well, over the past 5 years or so.
Yeah, because all of a sudden there's like 4 gyms within walking distance of our house. So, there's that.
A new neighborhood also, though. Take that into account.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was able to have the energy to go to the gym.
Even through the heat.
I would much prefer to run outside, but it just is too hot. And the park where I like to run is just not shady enough.
It's deserted.
It is, yeah. No, again, no one is outside if they can help it.
It's almost too hot to go to air-conditioned grocery stores.
Yeah. Oh, well, that brings us to local news. So we have two grocery stores, one on one side of the block and one on the other side of the block. One is slightly closer, and it's on my way home from work, so that's the one we usually shop at. But the other one has some import and specialty products that the first one doesn't. Import and specialty.
It is important.
Important. They, like, sometimes I'll have balsamic vinegar. I'm tongue-tied. Balsamic, or they had that yogurt dressing and, like, German pickles. They have stuff that the other grocery store doesn't. But we went in there yesterday. That was yesterday. Oh my goodness. we had a long day today. But so we went in yesterday, and it's not looking good. The shelves are...
They're fishless.
Yeah, their shelves are dwindling. Peter brought up the other day, and now, the first thing to go is the fresh fish, and then you know a place is in trouble. They used to have a big fish section with tanks and seafood fishing around.
Fish doing what they do.
Fishing all over. And all that's dark and empty.
The juice bars are empty.
Yeah, the juice bar is no longer in service.
End caps are barren.
Yeah. Which is a bummer, because it's the better grocery store, but even we don't go there that much.
And it's the second time around. It's already closed once since we moved over to this. So.
Yeah, well, it was a revamp.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's what killed them. I think they were doing okay. And then they were closed for 6 months, and maybe everybody forgot that they were there.
They closed enough that they had to rehire everybody.
Yeah. It's all different people now. And one of the workers there was like, "Oh, hey, long time no see." And I, in my mind, was like, well, because I think she maybe even had asked if we went back to America or something. And in my mind, I was just like, well, we shop at the other grocery store. We don't shop here.
Sorry.
And they didn't even have, like, a lot of the things we wanted. So I did end up having to go back.
Milk. To
first grocery store. Yeah, they didn't. They had little milks, but they didn't have, like, liter milks, which I drink cereal. I drink cereal. I eat cereal.
That's
with
aggressive breakfast.
Milk. And it just doesn't feel right buying juice box milks for cereal. It feels wasteful. And I think the price doesn't work out if you buy it that way. And they don't have, I like this Australian brand of milk that they just didn't have. So.
Aussie milk.
Rain, spring might be headed for
fall.
Closure. Which is, it's a bummer, because they had, in addition to kind of specialty import stuff, they also had IKEA furnishings. Not a lot, but like more accessories, I guess is the word. But actual IKEA brand accessories, which are pretty cute.
They also had Make a Pizza.
That might be why they are going out of business. They sold a make-your-own pizza kit that was just a circular tray, plastic wrapped, with a tiny bag of shredded cheese.
That's
and
it.
Add your own pizza dough. Add your own pizza sauce. We almost bought one for the laughs, but it was a little too expensive for a joke. And also, we didn't want to encourage that kind of thing. The cheese was significant because it's not, you can't really buy anything beyond Kraft Singles style cheese food, processed cheese product.
And it's not even American
in a grocery
slice.
store. Yes.
I don't know what it is. It's like a cheese sheet.
It's called, yeah, European cheese food is one of them. Breakfast cheese is another brand. But yeah, that you can't buy like even crappy shredded cheddar or mozzarella.
It's not even McDonald's.
In the grocery store in Luzhou. You'd have to order on Taobao.
You could go to McDonald's and scrape the cheese off. Put it on something at home.
McDonald's.
Hey, slip of it.
McDonald's cheese slice is a better cheese slice than you can buy in the grocery store, I think.
It's McDonald's cheese.
Yeah. It is cheese slice. It's not a good cheese, but it is in a fast food way. It's a good cheese.
You can watch the children slide the cheese off in the restaurant.
Yeah, the kids don't like it. Kids don't like the texture or the taste. Which actually, when I was a kid, I would peel the cheese off my pizza because I didn't like the melted texture. So maybe I understand those kids.
You're home.
I'm home. I'm home in China.
Sliding off the sleazy cheese.
Yeah, so our grocery store might close soon. That's the local news.
But we have one even closer than that one. These are all a footstep out our door.
Yeah.
So don't cry for us.
Yeah, don't worry about us. Worry about the Rain Spring Corporation.
Worry about yourself.
Did you go to the grocery store? Did you forget the milk?
Do you have cheese?
Cheese report.
Aggressive cheese.
No cheese to speak of this week.
What else? Outside of the cheese world.
So that's the news. Weather report. It's hot. It's also hot in Chengdu. We heard from our correspondent up there, Milan. It's hot everywhere. Floods seem to have subsided, so that's good news for them. We never had floods. The floods were in Chengdu. We never had floods that I know of, but actually I don't leave the block that we're on, so the whole river could be flooded right now, and I wouldn't know, to be honest. Oh, that's true. We can see the river from our window. I take it back. I take it back.
I don't see anyone floating.
Yeah. And now for the vomit report. No vomit, thank goodness. But I'm going to tell you about Shirley, who is my youngest student. She's going to turn 3 next month, and she is a wonderful little tank of a girl. I love her. She just is like short, a little bit. She's well built, and she stands her ground when the older kids try to push her around. She pushes back. But she is also a spitter. If you really upset Shirley, she will knock your paper chain down and then spit on you. Which I am not a great teacher of young kids because I just think their misbehavior is hilarious.
Except for spit.
No, I think the spitting is hilarious. But
it's the gentleman's vomit.
She doesn't do it to me. I mean, I keep a straight face because I know I need to maintain order, but it is like kids misbehaving is kind of funny to me, I think.
She's a punk.
She's a punk. She's giving what she can. She won't get pushed around. So this goes out to Shirley this week, who we had a birthday party for her on Friday, even though her birthday's not till next month, but camp is over next month, so she wanted to celebrate with her friends, which I can't blame her. Summer birthdays are hard, I hear. I have a winter birthday, so I wouldn't know. Although my winter birthday in America fell usually around Super Bowl weekend, which was annoying. I hate organized sports and football specifically.
Unorganized sports, though, are
unorganized sports
really
are pretty cool. Especially if I don't have to watch them, though. And now in China, my birthday usually falls near Chinese New Year, so everyone has left town to go hang out with their family or go to their home country because we have vacation. So I guess I do know. I have sympathy for summer birthday havers. October. Everyone's around.
Yeah. Pumpkin birthday.
Pumpkin birthday. Peter, pumpkin eater. So that's the vomit report.
Not bad this week. Not bad.
Yeah, pretty clean. No other really good school stories. I'm getting a little tired, but it's the last week.
Last week?
Yeah, this coming week is my last week. Which I have had a good experience, like, getting to know the kids pretty well. I have some students from the regular school year who had kind of been scared of me up until camp started, and now they love me. Because babies love me. I think they know in their hearts that I approve of their bad behavior.
Wild lifestyle.
Yeah. So that I'm just, babies love me. Except for Riley, because he's a pain in the butt. Actually, no, he likes me and he seeks my approval. I just don't give it because he's annoying. Sorry, Riley. You're really hard to deal with.
Stay off the YouTube, Riley. There's just bad stuff out there about you.
Yeah. The rumors house. But yeah, nothing really big happened at school. We made no-bake cookies. That's always fun. But I don't know, I have an oven. I could make cookies if I wanted to at home.
Bake cookies.
Bake cookies. Yeah. So we're up to entertainment whispers. It's our recommendations feature. My recommendation is oh, that's what I was going to recommend. So it's not new, but it just restarted. Our Cartoon President. It's a cartoon on Showtime that grew out of a segment from the Colbert Show, which features an orange little president and, you know,
it's funny.
All those bozos who work with him. And it's pretty broad. The animation is uncanny. It's a little bit tough to take sometime.
They creepily look like they're real cohorts.
Yeah, especially the adult male sons. But it's a funny show, but my favorite part of it is the end credits, which just end with a meditation of sorts. You've laughed at the cartoonishness of what just happened, but for real, the song just says over and over, Donald Trump is the president. Just to remind you that this is real life.
Over and over.
And it's brilliant. It's brilliantly devastating, I think. The end credits, specifically. The show itself is really fun, but the end credits are just like it's a wallop. A wallop. A wallop.
It's like a cool dip in a pool after a terrible hot day.
And then get hit in the face with a fish when you get out. A fish of truth. But, yeah. I sent in my registration for an absentee ballot a few months ago, so I should be all set. If you live abroad and you're American, I think now is the time to reach the cutoff if you want to vote in November. This I should have looked up. It's like FVAP or something. FVAP.org. I don't know. Google it. Absentee ballot American. Because now's the time if you want to vote. But so that's my whisper. Peter, have you found any cool things
No,
in the realm of entertainment?
Nothing really new this week.
No?
Nothing. Orange is the New Black is back.
Yes, that just came back yesterday. We're your Netflix TV guide, in case you missed it.
Yeah.
In case you don't go on the internet at all, except to watch us.
Well, there's nothing on. There's nothing on. No, there's no shows.
No shows.
Except us.
Except
Every
us.
Thursday, you can count on.
Thursday on YouTube. Hello, Uncle Foreigner. With ukulele accompaniment. Then I have an obnoxious entertainment recommendation, which is following up on Steely Dan last week. I feel like I should have like a snob's pick, or a jerk's pick. I don't know. This mix might be a jerk's pick. But just before we went live, I was looking at videos of Senor Chang from Community, who many fans thought was the weakest part of the show. He is my favorite character on the show. And I'll tell you why.
Tell us why.
It's that unearned manic aggression that I think is hilarious. I love it when a character is just like raging all the time for no reason. And then they pull it back and they make him kind of accepting and a bozo. But really he just is like unmotivated evil. And I love it. I think it's hilarious. So Senor Chang is actually
this week's winner.
Actually my favorite character from Community. A sitcom that is almost 10 years old, I think.
Oh my God.
But I was just remembering Community. And bear down for midterms. That's what I got. Would you agree? Are you a Chang fan or a Chang hater?
I don't really think about him that much.
No? Who do you think about from Community?
Dan Harmon pulled himself off Twitter this week.
Oh, well. He's not... I mean, he is Community, but he's not from Community.
Yeah.
I mean, like, character-wise.
Yeah.
You don't think about it?
No, not really.
Oh, that's disappointing. I think about it a lot.
Some say too much.
Maybe. Maybe too much.
I think it's been so long that now I think of Mikhail, and I think of his going back to his old show, and now Gambino's all blubbered up.
Yeah.
Abed's tried like 5 or 6 times of doing something, but that's not quite working out.
Alison Brie, I think, is taking over the world.
How so?
She's in Glow. And maybe it was contemporaneously. She was also a Mad Men.
Right.
But she's doing well.
Glow was great.
Glow was really good.
And there were other people on the show too.
And now they're on other shows, or they're not. And that is your Community update. Senor Chang is the best.
Other shows include MASH. Frasier's coming back. Possibly.
Actually, there's a new book out about MASH. I just read an article about it. About like the whole cultural phenomenon, the book, movie, and TV show. Mm-hmm. And everyone who made their media hates all the other media interpretations. Like Altman hated the TV show and the book. And the guy Hornberger, who wrote the book, or series of books, hates the movie and the TV show. The people who made the TV show might not have animosity towards anyone, because
they're
TV, and I think
they don't get a say.
They also were like the most successful iteration of MASH the Idea, so they might not need to have a grudge.
Interesting.
But yeah, the book sounds interesting.
The book on the book.
The book on the book and the movie and the TV show. It's just kind of...
They're all very different beasts when you think about it.
Well, yeah, and they all had pretty different ideas and themes and aims.
It's a difficult time in history.
It was. I mean, maybe history is always difficult. We are not that good at getting along as a species.
Nostalgia. Forget about it. Moving forward.
Moving forward, Murphy Brown's coming back. There are no new ideas except for Uncle Foreigner. So watch us, not that. But watch Murphy Brown too, because she's awesome.
Well, give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
We don't know.
We don't know, but she was my favorite when I was growing up. That's why I went into journalism. And then I left because I didn't like actually working in journalism.
It wasn't like Murphy Brown at all?
It wasn't like Murphy Brown at all. And I don't know. I feel constrained to have to write things other people will care about. That's...
Uncle Foreigner!
That's why our best performing video in the past 8 months has 98 views.
Cracking it. Really enjoyed that peanut butter piece. Have you got anything on alfalfa soon?
I bet we could buy fresh alfalfa at the farmer's market.
You think so?
I feel like I've seen it. Maybe in my dreams.
For horses.
Maybe microgreens aren't a Sichuan crop.
No, we like everything gets cooked.
You could cook that. I guess it'd get pretty.
I mean, you could.
Mushy
You
right
can
away.
cook lettuce too, and we do.
We do cook lettuce. That's.
But I'm not going to encourage cooked alfalfa salads.
Well, we have fat sprouts. We have regular sprouts.
Those are good.
I guess that's soy, right?
Yeah. Quickly braised, blanched.
Oh,
Quick heat.
here's a tidbit because I put my Chinese studies on pause during camp just because I don't have any time. But one of the latest lessons before I went on pause was about Chinese onomatopoeia sounds. Now I can't remember any of them. Because there's a kid who makes a fire engine noise that I really appreciate.
I'm sorry to interrupt the story.
Yeah.
We have video output low and a red line.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Just went up.
I'm getting red and orange here.
Viewers will experience buffering.
We might be buffering right now. That's a good excuse not to finish this story because I forget all the what. Yeah, it was so good and I forgot it. Damn. Well, any last thoughts?
The last thoughts of the week. I don't know. How do you feel about Sundays? You like Sunday streams better than Saturday streams or vice versa?
Well, let's put it to our audience before I say. What do you think? You can leave a message in the comments if you're watching this ever.
Ever.
Your two options are Saturday and Sunday.
Seems to work best for us.
That's what works for us. And if you watch it time delayed, that's fine too. One day we'd like to get a live participant, but
so basically, let's not ask them at all.
So don't leave a message in the comments.
Don't even. Start typing.
I do prefer Saturday, just because Sunday is kind of a busier day, and like
you got to wrap it up. It's almost bedtime soon.
Yeah, well, usually we have our weekly whoopwu meeting to plan. We kind of already have a plan for this week, but
pretty good.
I prefer to have the weekly meeting on Sunday evening and do live on Saturday. Also because it gets me all keyed up right before bed and then I have to work tomorrow. So, again, Saturday.
Straight into babies. So we're going to try and stick with the Saturdays.
Yeah.
Unless something like this week happens.
I just was so tired yesterday.
And now you're tired now.
I'm always tired. It's true.
Basically.
No, yesterday I was really tired. I think swimming and then pushing you to the grocery store And I don't want to say this and have you not come with me to the grocery store because I like spending time with you. But it was tough. Going to the far grocery store
It's also
was a little bit of a
It's also down a crazy 2-story ramp.
Yeah, that terrifies me. The handicap ramps in China are too steep. So like they have the handicap because the failing shopping mall is underneath the park, so it's underground, and they have conveyor belts.
Sometimes
Not escalator, but it's like a flat escalator. Sometimes they just put a carpet over it, and it's just a ramp. But it is too steep for the wheelchair to like safely just glide down. So
unless you want to get really going, we put the fake GoPro on it.
I mean, like, yeah,
We'll see how that goes.
If you want to like break your legs and maybe your face at the end of
Is
it.
it worth it to see how good the camera is?
Maybe. It's your body. It's your choice.
Don't tune in next week for that.
So Peter wears gloves on his hands so he can grip the wheels pretty hard, and I just throw all my weight back and we just like shuffle down, and I like the second it gets too fast, because if it gets enough momentum it won't stop because of the friction. It will overcome friction and just slide the whole way down. So I'm terrified. You're also terrified.
Yeah, but the attendant at the bottom of the hill always removes the metal bars and gate.
Yeah, she watches out for us.
We'll just skate on through if we lose control.
Yes. Oh, it'd be so horrible. It's scary, which is why we usually go to the other grocery store. The other grocery store does not have that hazard. The way up is easier because you just put the brakes on, and I like just throw all my weight behind the back of the chair so you don't slide backwards.
Yeah. And it drags us up.
But it's still
like a little like ski.
It's a little adventure that kind of takes it out of me.
And that's why we stream on Saturday nights.
Well, and that's why we don't go to that grocery store.
That's why it's going under.
It's us. Oh,
it's terrible. What a terrible way to end.
Let's think of a better anecdote to end on.
We've been ending our evenings with Archer. That's how.
Oh yeah, we're like 10 years late to that party, but Archer is hilarious. The cartoon.
It's a good way to go to bed. Just total violence and debauchery.
I mean, John Benjamin's voice is soothing. The more frustrated he is, the more soothing I feel. The more soothed I feel.
If you could get like a book on tape of just him.
Oh, totally. Well, he just wrote a memoir.
Oh.
I wonder if he has a self-narrated book on tape.
A whole chapter where he said, "Just go to bed."
H. John, if you're listening,
why we buy that?
You've got one customer if you make a lullaby tape.
Or what are the AMSR?
Yeah,
ASMR.
ASMR.
Or just
that doesn't.
He just whispers in your ear.
I mean that would be pleasant. It doesn't. Some people get like scalp tingles when they hear that kind of.
Apparently, the Chinese government.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect me like that. Do you feel that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean it's that's a soothing.
We don't even know if it's possible for him to do that in his vocal range, and we won't know until he tries.
It's a soothing tone of voice, and I don't know what else to say about it.
Brandon. I can't really do his voice.
No, it's not a voice.
Yeah.
But no one can do it, I don't think.
That's why he gets all the work as himself.
Comedians, if you've got a H. John Benjamin imitation, leave it in the comments.
Hey, our live stream just went super healthy.
Oh.
Oh no!
Just in time.
Never mind. I know.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up, I guess. Wave goodbye.
Wave goodbye.
Can you see? It's the Tonight Show theme. But that's it for this week's Live from China. We hope you have a nice week. We're going to.
Keep your enemies close.
Mm-hmm. And your hot dogs closer. Have a barbecue.
Yo, wiener.
That's what we should do this August.
Meat.
A barbecue.
Oh.